3:30 in the morning, scroll through the call log. Ain't nobody but the mirror looking for the fall off.
Yo, let's read between these bars. This song is special, real damn special to me. Really, this whole album holds a special place in my heart. I haven't dissected it like I should have. But you better believe, as much as there is self-reflection on this shit, there definitely is some disses. I'm gonna retroactively go back to songs that I should have analyzed a little bit deeper, or some shit that I missed. Small little detail. That woman in the beginning was Whitney.
Session 10. Breakthrough.
From breaking that 5-year hiatus from Damn to this, the whole damn world getting shut down because of the vid, from him confronting that other person, that other side, the shit, the regret, the sins, the everything. He was still able to fit some sneak disses in. There's more that ties into this too. Have you guys ever noticed, honestly, Nevermind's date? We're tying this back to Drake because there's sneak disses all over this shit to Drake. Look at Mr. Morale's date.
Couple hits, now you're brave. What? You niggas better behave. What?
Last couple bars of the second verse, he's throwing shots at Kendrick on this shit.
All that pumping up your chest. What? All that talk about the best. What? You know how sticky it gets.
A month apart. And he dropped Honestly Nevermind on Kendrick's birthday.
Thought they had a track set for me. How you really think that went for me? Niggas gotta do a fact check for me.
It's always gonna be one in the comments. Oh, he's reaching with this shit. All right then. Why did they respond and troll Drake on the Hillbillies with this shit?
Messy, get them girls off the stage, cause somebody's gonna get taken.
Let's start with Count Me Out. Just the name of the track. I love him, count me out. Who else could he be talking to? Aside from, if you want to keep it general. In my Poetic Justice video, I touched on the aspect of women being Drake's ultimate downfall. This song, he opens that shit up right from the jump. It's the follow-up bars that come up after this, when he's talking about, one of these lives I'm gonna make things right with the wrongs I've done. And he talks about a fight. And it's like, hold up. After all of these hoes make it difficult, women are Drake's downfall.
One of these lives, I'ma make these right with the wrongs I've done. That's when you unite with the father, son, till then I fight. Rain on me, put the blame on me.
This whole first verse is like a narration of his career. Even the magazine bar is referencing what's fame to me. Like, this shit is nothing to me.
We got 6 magazines that's aimed at me. Done every magazine was fame to me. It's a game to me with a bedroom match.
Which brings me back to these bars.
I'm allergic to the lame shit. Only you like being famous.
He did talk about Mr. Morale on Euphoria. Drake was reading this album all fucking wrong though.
Even predict your angles. Fabricating stories on the family front. Cause you heard Mr. Morale.
Even when people were going at him, it didn't matter to him. He said, sleep, I ain't never had affairs with that. I ain't never cheated on my sleep. I never lost sleep over
I
this
never
shit.
had affairs with that. What's fair when the hearts and the words don't reach? What's fair when the money don't take things back? It's rare when somebody take your
Nobody
back.
gets what they want. It's that idea of nobody ever gets truly what they want, right? But how does that affect that individual? Remember when I said this was kind of a narration? It's almost as if he saw the mistakes of his past. This is how I acted in this situation, as long as I was myself. But in some certain ways, it's like, no, I'm gonna confront this other shit though.
Back, I care too much, wanna share too much, in my head too much, I shut down too, I ain't there too much, I'm a complex soul, they layered me
Like
up.
I said, every fucking time, it's a pattern with Kendrick. He talks to the Lord, Father, Son, he's talking in the beginning, doing it up, praying it up, and then to this is foreshadowing. He was telling y'all what he was about to do. This was the song. I love when you count me out. What the fuck was everybody doing at the beginning of that battle? Everybody was counting Kendrick. Oh, he can't do it. Oh, Drake got a bigger shot. All that bullshit. When it was really about, at the end of the day, what the fuck did people pay attention to? Them bars, cause that's what the fuck
But
matters.
myself, all those fails, I was myself. Outdone fear, outdone myself. This year you better win yourself.
Somebody ain't listened. Somebody definitely didn't win theyself. Those mask bars followed up on that reality. Come on.
Reality's carved in lies. Wipe my ego, dodge my pride. Look myself in the mirror. Amityville ain't seen nothing.
That confrontation and self-reflection is a motherfucker. But when you get to that level of mental maturity, that's just knowledge of self. And once you're truly able to understand yourself in that aspect, nothing can stop you. Can't shit stop you.
Been deprived. Even my strong points couldn't survive. If I didn't learn to love myself, forgive myself 100 times.
Acknowledgement of the underdog. Remember once upon a time when Drake was calling Kendrick the underdog? The Elliot Wilson interview. All of this shit just comes right back around and bites Drake in the ass. It's hilarious.
Like someone yelled out Kendrick. It seems like nowadays people want to build Kendrick.
Nobody yelled out Kendrick. You just heard that in your head.
No, earlier.
When you go to sleep, you just hear somebody be like, Kendrick Lamar.
Takes a competitive stance with a verse like Control. And then you said that, he's not murdering you in any platform, but that's where that rivalry, that's where people want to try to build. What's your take on that? Do you feel like that they're trying to create a competition that he's not on your level because of your accomplishments? Like, do you feel like they're trying to hype this up and elevate it too much?
Nah, I feel like that's it. It's like, you know, he's the new guy to love, and of course, I mean, rightfully so. He's super talented, you know. But thank you. But he's but he's like, you know, he is the underdog that's extremely hungry. You know what I'm saying? And he's doing his thing really well. And that verse was, he's giving people like moments, you know, like that verse was a moment to talk about. Are you listening to it now at this point in time? Okay. And then, but it was real cool for like, you know, a couple weeks. But like, if I asked you, for example, like, how does that verse start?
How you gonna win my trust when the lights run deep? How you gonna bend your love when the bed don't sleep?
Let's take self-reflection out for a minute, right? Let's look at direction. Who is he directing this at other than himself? It's at somebody. Because the follow-up sound like this.
When you was at your lowest, tell me where the hoes was at. When you was at your lowest, tell me where the bros was at.
We go back to thinking about Buried Alive and what he said there, right? A reflection of himself he met that night. He didn't like that shit. The concept of this is looking in the mirror and talking about and reflecting and confronting that individual, right? A back and forth happens. Then it's a direction. Then it's a back and forth.
Scroll through the call up. Ain't nobody but a mirror looking for the fall off.
I know I just used that clip, but there's something about that song. It keeps popping up in relation to this. Reflections, mirrors, loving yourself. It's interesting. You know how Kendrick be all fortune teller? This 911 caught a body shit. He knows he's about to go into some kind of This little piece right here, this little acapella piece, kind of fucked me up a little bit. It's too foreshadowing. There's metaphors, metaphorically catching the body. Ignorance is bliss, catching the body. Where we going here? Just randomly throws in, let me tell you about a woman I love. That's my baby. And it talks about karma. With this being reference to his infidelities, we're speaking in light of like bearing the sins of our fathers.
Anytime I confront God, I still could find myself through a song. Many find their life in the phone.
Ultimately, the reflection of self. You may not have God, but you can find yourself in there. Some people don't have that. They're not able to look in the mirror and confront that and have that comfort behind them. The greater message. Be your better self for yourself.
I feel better if I just worked hard without lifting my head up. That left me fed.
Full of money, full of power, full of pussy, full of fame, and bury yourself alive. Then I died.
The impact of those past influence that resulted in him looking what he needed to look for when he was in that time.
In the room, drop the location, please. Anybody out there for the one when I'm frustrated?
That's wild, bro. Antibiotic for the wound when I'm frustrated. Hey, make sure you take this when I'm frustrated so I can get it off. Damn, we don't wear condoms no more? What the fuck? Practice safe. So wear the condoms, all right? Not everybody needs to be on birth control. That doesn't work for everybody. Unless I'm reading this shit all wrong. But I'm pretty sure this is an admission of cheating.
I made a decision, never give you my feelings. Fuck what you from. Fuck what you from with this.
He's really confronting that other Gemini side of him. You always got to think he's speaking in a reflection. He's confronting that other side.
I put it on the devil when they fall short. I put it on my ego, Lord of all lords.
And people say that shit all the time. Well, the devil made me do it. Deuteronomy chapter 10, verse 17. For the Lord, your God, is the God of gods and the Lord of lords, the great, the mighty and awesome God, who does not show partiality nor take a bribe. So when it comes to fallings and shortcomings, who to look better to? Why would you go straight to the devil or say the devil made you do it? It's all good, man. Acknowledge those mistakes, move forward. Look to your blessings. Count your blessings.
My name is in your mouth. Fuck it up, fuck it up, fuck it up, fuck it up, fucking it up.
A toxic relationship with regrets. Think about that. The everlasting regret that never leaves your mind. So it could be personified of regret in a person, or it could be the regret from dealing with the person, miss regret. Both ways. One and the same. Let me know what you think.
Said it's not my best. I came about my flesh. Some things I must confess. Spoke my truth.
This was a turning point though. Track number 10, disc 2, Breakthrough. This was when he came to full acceptance of who he was and accepting of himself. Almost that acceptance of being comfortable, right? That comfortability that you have within you before you're going into some shit. This whole album was that acknowledge of himself. Past trauma, past everything. Just pulling all of that full front and acknowledging everything to get ready for something. There was always these little clues. I remember his engineer or somebody said that this album hasn't really been gone through thoroughly enough. That there was a shit ton of clues all over this album. The more I'm listening to this shit and looking back at the vinyl and the background with the shotgun and the whole shit and how it splits and there's some clues on here that we need to look at. Talking about Luther though. I might work on that. I really want to get to breaking down some of these songs though. This shit has piqued my interest again. It's got me looking back, going to go through, listening to this shit though. There's more clues on this shit. We gotta look closer. We gotta look closer at this shit, homies. Let me know what y'all think. There's more shit coming up. Like and subscribe, all that love. Shout out to all the new homies that found this. Keep sharing that shit. Like that like. Love. I'll see you on the next one.